Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be all about whether or not PSW is a really good option for you or no. Now, as you all know, the post-study work visa was introduced for graduates from the year 2021. So everybody who has graduated since then is eligible to apply for the PSW provided that you have completed your course successfully. So if you've completed a 1 year or a 2 year master's degree or any bachelor's degree in the UK, you will be eligible for a 2 year post-study work visa. And if you've completed a PhD, you would be eligible for a 3 year post-study work visa. And the aim of this PSW is basically that it provides you with 2 additional years after your degree or 3 additional years after your degree so that you can start looking for jobs, and provided that you find a job that gives you a sponsorship, you will then be on the route for the 5 year settlement after that and hopefully get your ILR so that you can settle in the UK. Now, in case many of you are confused, what is the ILR is just like the PR system but for UK. So the ILR stands for the indefinite leave to remain, which is again, like I said before, the PR system for UK. So before we begin this video, I'm going to put a very important question out there for all of y'all. Do you think that the PSW is bad? And by the end of the video, I'm hoping to answer this question. So if you are interested in it, please keep watching the video all the way to the end. So the first thing when you think about transitioning from your tier 4 student visa to any work visa or PSW is, can I really transition directly from a tier 4 visa, that is your student visa, to a tier 2 visa, that's your work visa? And the answer is yes. Now, hopefully, if you've completed your degree successfully and get a job before you even complete your degree, or get a job as soon as you complete your degree, you are eligible to transfer directly to the work visa route. So when we think about the tier 2 visas, there are two major visas that we would apply as medical healthcare professionals. One is the skilled worker route and the other is the health and care professionals visa, which is just a subcategory of the skilled worker visa. Now, if you are confused about the skilled worker visa and the health and care worker visa, please do not stress, because you just need to check out my video that I'm going to link right now, where I've explained all of the requirements for the work visa and how you can get it. So if you are interested in the content, just keep watching this video till the end and then check out that video. But the major question is, when can you apply for this work visa, especially if you are on a student visa? So the rule around this is that you are eligible to apply for your work visa 3 months before you start your work date. So for example, if you are graduating in September 2022, you can apply 3 months in advance. That is, in June 2022, you will be eligible to apply for your work visa for your work that is starting in September. And the start date for your work will be mentioned clearly in your course. Now, if you are confused about any of this, I recommend that you definitely check out the work visa video that I have created before. So now the second thing that I want you to think about when you are considering the PSW is finances. So earlier in the UK, that is before 2021, many students would directly apply for jobs as soon as they finish their degree course or even before that, and they would get sponsored jobs within the UK. Now, if you are confused about which companies are sponsored and where would you find these sponsored jobs, I'm just going to leave the link for the list of companies in the description box below that typically offer you your work visas along with sponsorship. Now, another disclaimer that most NHS trusts are A-list sponsors. So ideally, if you apply for any NHS trust, you should be getting your sponsorship along with that once you've discussed it with the HR. Now, if you are a little more confused or want a little more information about how you can apply for jobs in the NHS, please do not forget to check out my entire playlist that I'm going to link right now. Diving in, let's just consider an example where you have now applied for your PSW. So you have successfully completed your course, say in September or January or whenever that is, and you've applied for your PSW, which roughly costs around 1,000 to 2,000 pounds at the moment. Now, following this, you've worked for about say 1 year and you found a job that's going to offer you sponsorship. Now, if you are applying for a sponsorship, you usually have the option for 3 years or 5 years. So if you are going for the 3 year sponsorship route, you would again have to pay some amount of money, which is roughly around 2,000 pounds to 2,500 pounds. And if you are going for the 5 year route, that is a 5 year sponsorship, you would again have to pay around 3,000 or 5,000 pounds. When you think about it totally, when you are considering the fact that you have PSW and the fact that you're going to apply for work visa, either the 3 year or the 5 year route, you are actually going to be spending around 4,000 to 5,000 pounds on it within a span of 2 to 3 years, because your PSW is for 2 years and then obviously you will have to change to your work visa if you want to reside in the UK legally. So that is a big amount of nearly 4 to 5 lakhs, and all of it is going to be spent in the matter of 2 to 3 years. So I would highly recommend that you think about this. If you can escape the trap of the PSW, that is, if you complete your graduation and directly move on to the work visa, you will be saving a lot of money that would be spent on the PSW by getting a work visa even for 3 years. So that would mean that you are now saving around 2000 pounds, which is 2 lakh Indian rupees. And I think that is a big amount for you to save. Now, if you are liking this video so far and if I've shared anything that is going to be helping you, do not forget to hit the like button for this video, and please subscribe to my channel if this is your first time here. But diving right into the next point, which is time. When I'm saying time, I don't really mean the number of hours that you're going to be spending in UK. What I essentially mean is the number of years that you will be living in UK. Now, again, to settle in the UK, that is the PR system for UK is known as the ILR, that is the indefinite leave to remain, and it has two routes under it that is usually eligible for all of us healthcare workers. Now, that can either be the 5-year settlement route or the 10-year settlement route. Now, if you are confused about this, I've made a video previously on this that I highly recommend you check it out so that you are clear about all of the concepts, what are the requirements, what are the fees, and when can you apply for your ILR or your PR in the UK. So do check that video out. But let's just consider you are on the route for 5-year settlement, because obviously that is what most of us would want, right? We would want to go for the faster way to settle in the UK now that we're here. So if you want to be on the 5-year route, there are some work visas or tier 2 visas that can be eligible or that can help you to settle in the UK in 5 years. Now, let me clarify, the time that you spend on your PSW, that is the 2 years or the 1 year that you spend on your PSW, is not going to be included in the 5-year route. So for example, if you've graduated and you've completed around 1 year on the PSW and then you've got a sponsor job, that 1 year will not be counted towards your 5 years of settlement. So you would still have to complete 5 additional years in order to be eligible for your ILR or for the PR in UK. Now, I hope that is clear. But consider the fact that you are on the 10-year route. Even in that case, you need to spend 10 years legally in the UK. So you can either do like a course, be on dependent visa, be on any other visa that allows you to legally be in the UK for 10 years, and only then would you be eligible to apply for the ILR. But it would be my recommendation that you definitely try to get a work visa, because once you get that work visa, you just have to stay on that work visa for 5 years. So even if it's for 3 years, you can just renew it for another 3 years. And once you've completed the 5 years, you can go ahead to apply your ILR. And once you've completed your ILR, you just need to be on your ILR for 1 year before you can go ahead and apply for citizenship, which is what most of us would like, especially if we want to settle in the UK. So now coming down to some tips and recommendations that I would want to give y'all, especially because I was somebody who did not go on the PSW and directly jump to my work visa after I completed my studying in the UK. The first thing that you need to be mindful about is if you are in the health and care stream, you would need your HCPC or any other license to practice within the UK. Now, if you do not know what is the HCPC or when you should be applying for it or what is the registration process going to look like, please do not forget to check out the playlist that I'm going to be linking right now, just so that you are more aware about what are the steps that you need to do, especially while you are doing your degree or before it, so that you will be eligible to practice as soon as you are completing your course. Now, the second thing that I definitely want you all to think about when you all come to the UK is think about creating a bank account in a main high street bank, which could be Barclays, Lloyds, or any other bank that you prefer, but this could definitely be counted as your salary account. And secondly, you definitely need to apply for your NI number. And you should also try and get a part-time job. Now, the reason that I suggest getting a part-time job while you are a student is, firstly, it gives you UK experience, which I think is quite helpful, even if you're just working in a grocery store. But secondly, when you get a part-time job, it also helps you to build some savings, and you can use these savings to pay off your visa cost when you are applying for your work visa, which is again something that I did. Now, if you are interested in knowing more about part-time jobs, I highly recommend that you check out these 2 videos that I've made previously, and I'm going to leave the links to, so that you will be now aware about how you can find your part-time job within 20 days like me. And the third thing that I would definitely want you to think about is start applying for jobs as soon as you can. So now that means that once you've had your HCPC registration or slightly before that even, you can start applying for jobs. Now, obviously, when you think about jobs in the healthcare sector, there are 2 kinds of jobs, the NHS jobs and the private jobs. Now, like I said before, the NHS jobs is a A-list sponsor. So most of the jobs within the NHS can be sponsored for you, and you can go ahead and apply via the health and care worker visa, which is much cheaper than the regular tier 2 or skilled worker visa. Now, if you are confused about how you can apply for NHS jobs or where do you even begin, or private jobs for that matter, please do not forget to check out the links to my videos where I've made an entire playlist just to help you guys. So now, what would be my advice? Do I say that the PSW is bad, Or do I say, let's go ahead and apply for the PSW? Well, my advice would be that keep the PSW as a backup option for yourself. So, obviously, when you are trying to apply for jobs, as soon as you complete your degree or while you are in the middle of it, try and do it as much as you can. And if you are not successful in obtaining a job before you complete your degree, you can obviously go ahead and apply for your PSW as a backup plan. But my recommendation would be try and get a job as soon as you can in the UK, so that if it is your aim to settle in the UK, all of the time that you have been working contributes to your ILR. So I hope that this video was helpful for you deciding what you want to do and how you want to go about doing it. Now, if you have any questions, please do not forget that you can contact me in the website link that I'm going to mention in the description box below. But if this was your first time in my videos, do not forget to subscribe. Take care, you all, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.